Good morning, everybody. So today we are going to think about what we can learn from animals, from creatures. And I love to tell stories through the example that animals teach us. And today we're going to be learning through a story which is about bees. Bees. And I read this story, and it's about a story of a beekeeper. Now, the beekeeper, this beekeeper was in America, and he keeps hives, and he goes and removes honey from the hives and takes the honey and is like a honey farmer. And one day he had taken some honey like normal from the hives and put the lid back on, and everything seemed normal and fine. And his daughter had come over to visit, and she said, "Dad, come and show me. I'd love to see the hives. Can you show me your bees?" So he took his daughter over to where he keeps the bees, and he showed them some of the honey that he'd collected in a bucket as well. And in the top of the bucket were three little bees. 1, 2, 3, 3 little bees. And they were stuck in the honey, and they were drowning in the honey. And she said, "Dad, look, there's 3 bees stuck in the top of the honey. What will happen to them?" And her dad said, "I'm afraid it's not good news for them. They're probably going to die because they won't be able to get out of the honey. And they won't be able to breathe properly, and they won't be able to fly away because they're covered in sticky honey. That's just what happens sometimes when we collect the honey." And the daughter thought long and hard about this, and she said, "But Dad, that's happened because of us, hasn't it? Because we've gone and taken the honey out of the hive, and the bees have got stuck in there by accident, haven't they?" And her dad said, "Yeah, that is what's happened, but that's just what happens sometimes. That's just the way of it when we collect honey. Sometimes some bees get stuck in." And she said, "Please, Dad, can we help them? What could we do?" And he said, "Well, we could take them out of that big pot of honey, and we'll just put them in a yogurt pot separately, and we'll just, but they probably will die." So that's what they did. So they carefully took out the bees, and they just set them aside in an empty yogurt pot. And that's where they sat, the 3 little bees. And they're all female bees because the worker bees are females. So those the female bees just sat in their pot covered in sticky honey, and the farmer and his daughter went off. Later they went back to go and check on the bees to see what was going on, and they saw that the bees were surrounded by lots of other bees, so lots of their sisters, and they were licking them clean. They were helping them. And they went back away again and came back again later, and 2 of the bees were gone, which means they must have been cleaned so much that their wings could work again, and that they were able to breathe, and they were able to fly away. And there was one last bee left, and the one last bee still had other bees helping her and cleaning her. And they went away again, and they came back a bit later, and the pot was empty, which meant that the last bee had been helped until she could fly again. And isn't that a lovely story that shows that when we've got people around us, family and friends, people that care about us and don't give up on us, even when it looks like we're covered in sticky honey and there's no hope. When we've got people around us who help us and don't give up on us, it can make all the difference, can't it? So remember, we're going to be kind. We're going to be friendly today. And we're going to be a team, because we can all help each other whether we're really good friends with each other or only know each other a little bit, we can still be friendly and kind, and we can still be caring. Hope you have a lovely day, everybody, and remember the story of the bees. Take care.